Hello to you. I do hope you're well. In this video, we're talking about how to pick your GCSE subjects. So I've got some advice and guidance on how to choose your options and also on how to prepare for studying them in year 10 and year 11. So we are at the very beginning of your GCSE journey, which will take you all the way through to August 2027, when you will be opening your GCSE results on results day. And most students in the UK study 9 GCSE subjects over 2 years in year 10 and year 11. And your GCSE exams will then be at the end of year 11 in May and June 2027. Before a couple of months later, it will be your results day in August 2027. And at the beginning of this journey, I think it's really important to know that you are capable of achieving great things and that with effort and determination, you will achieve the top results in all of your subjects. So please aim high and aspire to those grade 9s because they are absolutely achievable for you. And I always say that there are 4 core skills that students need in order to achieve great things in their GCSEs. And they are commitment, organisation, resilience, and effort. And we'll be talking a lot more about all 4 of them in the months ahead. But for today, our focus is going to be on commitment, because of course, when you choose your GCSE subjects, you are making a commitment to studying them in year 10 and year 11. So it's really important that we get this decision right. So, as I mentioned, most students in the UK study about 9 GCSEs, and some of those subjects are what we call compulsory, which means everybody has to study them, and they are English, maths, and science. So everybody will study English, maths, and science. So you will do your GCSEs in English language, English literature, maths, and then either double science, which is worth 2 GCSEs, or triple science, which is worth 3 GCSEs. And then you will choose your other subjects. And your school will encourage you to choose what we call English baccalaureate subjects. So they will want you to do at least one of history or geography. They will advise you to do a language as well. So that might be French or Spanish. And then you will be able to choose 2 more subjects. But that may be less or more depending on your school. So please make sure you talk to your teachers, your form tutor, or your head of year about that. But what we're going to talk about today is how to actually make that decision. So what things should you be considering and thinking about when you are deciding on your options? And I always say that there are 3 things you need to refer to when you are making your decision about what to study. And they are your results so far, your enjoyment, and then finally your future plans. So let's talk about these 3 things that you need to refer to. And the first one stands for your results so far. So I want you to think about what academic skills you have and which subjects you are good at. So think about how you've been doing in school over the past few months and even years, and think about the lessons you have every week, and just reflect on what's going well and which subjects are your strongest subjects in terms of the assessment results you've got and the progress that you are making. And of course, have a chat with your subject teachers about how well they think you are doing in their subject and whether they think you should choose that subject for GCSEs. So our first thing to refer to is our results so far. How are you doing in each of your subjects? Which areas are your strengths? Which subjects are the strongest for you? Because that will really help to inform which subjects you should be doing at GCSE. The second thing you need to refer to is your enjoyment. And I think for me, this is the most important one, because you need to enjoy the subjects that you're going to be studying for the next 2 years. So think about which subjects you are interested in terms of the topics that you are covering and the things that you are studying. Have a think about what you enjoy and think about why you enjoy that as well. What is it about that subject that is particularly interesting for you? Now, It is really important with this one to do your research in terms of what topics you'll be studying at GCSE. So have a look in the options booklet or have a look online in terms of which which topics within the subject you will be studying at GCSE, because that will then help to inform your decision as well. But yeah, very important that you refer to which subjects you enjoy, which subjects you're interested in, and which ones you are most passionate about. And then finally, we need to also think about our future plans. So which subjects do you need for the future? Now, you absolutely do not need to have a concrete idea about what career you want to do, but I do want you to start thinking now about your future aspirations. So think about what you might want to do at university, for example. Think about what career you might like to have in a few years' time. Now, you may well have a clear idea about your future career, and then that will help to inform your options. So if you are thinking about becoming a doctor, then make sure you are choosing triple science. And if you are aspiring to be a pilot, for example, make sure that geography is one of your options. However, as I say, you do not need to have that clear plan. And if you don't, do not worry. My advice would be to focus on what you enjoy and to then keep your options open. So to make sure you've got a variety of subjects that you're studying, so that no matter what you do decide to do in the future, you will have all of the doors and opportunities open for you. So if we just take a look at all three of them together, you are going to choose your options by referring to your results so far, to what you enjoy, and your future plans. And once you've referred to those three things, it's important that you then do your research, because we want you to make a fully informed decision about which subjects you are going to study. So make sure you actually then go away and find out as much as you can about the courses you are choosing. So find out what topics you will be studying, how you will be assessed, and how many exam papers there will be. So you can do that by looking in your options booklet, but also I would recommend finding out which exam board you will be studying and then have a look on their website. Do your research online as well. And then I really would recommend thinking a bit more about your future plans again. So as I asked you before, do you have a career plan? Have you thought about university? And if so, are there certain subjects you will need? So have a look on the career advice websites, have a look on the university websites as well, and just get an idea of what subjects might be helpful for you to study now, so that you can go on to achieve your dreams and your goals in the years ahead. And so that brings us to our next steps, the things that I want you to be doing now. So the first thing to do is talk to your teachers. Have a chat with your subject teachers, with your form tutor, and also with your head of year about their guidance for you. So have a chat about the subjects on offer to you, and also have a chat about what subjects might be most suitable for you. I would also have a conversation at home with your parents and family members, maybe older siblings as well, who have done their GCSEs quite recently, because they can again give you some insight and some really great guidance on which subjects would suit you best. I would then make sure that you keep reading about each subject, including doing your research online. As I said before, the most important thing is you're making a fully informed decision. We don't want you to start doing a course and it is not what you expected it would be like. So make sure you have done your research and you have found out what it is you'll be studying, how you will be assessed, and all of those details, so that you can make that fully informed decision and that you pick the right courses for you. Then I would suggest thinking a bit more about your interests in terms of what it is that you enjoy, and also what it is you might like to go on to do in the future. So things to talk about here, things to do, and things to think about as well. But I do want to just mention my golden rule here for if you are in doubt, because there is a lot to think about, isn't there? And I don't want you to worry about knowing exactly what you want to do in the future, because that is quite a rare thing for somebody to know when they're picking their GCSEs what exact job they want to do in 10, 20 years' time. And, you know, if you think about the fast-paced nature of life today, you might end up doing a job in the future that doesn't even exist today. So do not worry at all if you're not sure what you want to do in the future. my golden rule is that if you are in any doubt, choose to do what you enjoy and keep your options open by having a variety of subjects. And by picking the English Baccalaureate group of subjects, you will then keep your options open and those doors will be open to you in the years ahead. So that does bring today's video to an end, but of course this is just the beginning of your GCSE journey to 2027, and that journey to grade 9 begins today. So I want to wish you every success on that journey. Please believe in yourself, aim for the top, and know that you are capable of achieving really great things in your GCSEs.